Hi, Miss Jones here. Would you like to see how I make this cute Dollar Tree paintbrush snowflake ensemble? Well, thanks for joining me. Stick around and I will show you how I created this. And then in the end, I will also tell you how to make it more secure and improved, and we'll wrap up this year's holiday decorations. I was going to make a few more things this year. One of them's going to be heavily hot chocolate mix and a crescent moon wreath and a few other things, but I decided the uploading and the video work is going to subside for the rest of the year. I need a break. So I decided this will be my last DIY video showing you how to use the paintbrushes from Dollar Tree and create yourself something really whimsical and cute for this holiday season 2019. It's hanging outside right now, but let's go inside where it's warm and get started and see how it looked before I even started painting each brush. Merry Christmas. Now I want to show this before I start painting them. Okay, I'm going to do a little different than what I just said in my promo. But you have your 6 o'clock and your 12 o'clock. Alright, so at your 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, you have your wider, fatter paintbrushes from Dollar Tree. Alright, then you get the 4 long ones and place it in between those bigger paintbrushes. So it looks like this. Now you can also go the other way if you wanted to. Let's remove these and make them long ways. So 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock can be the longer ones. Alright, see how I did that? And then in between the wider brushes, bring them together. It just depends on how you are going to want this to look. Everybody has a different design choice in their mind. I always try to bring you options. Just remember your guideline. You have the 6 and the 12. So when you hang this, you know where that's at. The next step is to secure these together through the holes. I'm going to use wire. Why am I going to use wire? Because wire's thinner and I will be able to glue the snowflake from the door hanger over the top of it like that to cover the wire. You can use pipe cleaners or you can use zip ties. Okay, I just prefer to wire them. I just like to use wire. I don't know why. I try to save on my zip ties as much as I can. I have an overabundance of wire. So you end up having this. In the front of it, it's covered. One of these other ones can go on the back if you want this snowflake to hang and dangle. If you just want to place this against the wall, then you just need one of the snowflakes from the Dollar Tree. Now, I wanted to show this beforehand. Like I said, you could go this way or you can do it the other way. You'll find out which way I'm going to like when I get mine going. And you can have it this way. Okay? This is what I wanted to show you before I started, because now what I'm going to do is going to get a little bit time consuming. You can opt out of this. You can paint these brushes one color. Christmas color of your choice, or whatever home decor color you prefer. Then do whatever you want. I'm going to make individual faces on each one of these brushes, okay? And then I'm going to use a little bit of farmhouse fabric because I have a farmhouse theme going on. So I am decorating it to my liking. It might not be something you're going to like. That's fine. Here's your basic idea, okay? But I'm going to decorate these, then I'm going to assemble them. I don't want to assemble it and then decorate it because each one of them is going to be individualized. You, if you want to paint all of this one color, go ahead and assemble now and then spray paint it all. Okay, light coats because you're hitting bristle, and bristle has air in it, air pockets, so you have to do light coats to get to the color that you achieve. All right, but this is what it looks like before any decorating's going on. It gives you the general idea. 4 of the wider brushes, 4 of the longer brushes. So you're looking at $8 right there. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad price. And then whatever you want in the center. You can weave garland through there. You can place another ornament on there. You can place a face on here. But I'm going to individualize each brush. And then I'll take you as I go along when I show you how to do that as well. You will end up just maybe having the idea of making the paintbrush, using one, and then creating the Santa and then hanging it on the wall through the hook. You might just opt out, oh, I don't want to make a snowflake. I'll just make these individual little pals, little gnomes or Santas or angels or whatever you want. I'm making Santa Clauses. I have all that material left over that I have to use up. So let's get going and painting these paintbrushes. My, this is a work of art as it is. Now taking the idea that I'm only going to show one side of the snowflake because it's going to be up against my door, my side door. I have to paint over this metal, so I definitely need a primer coat first, okay? I have to paint all these metal pieces before I add the coloring and the face to each and every one of these. That's my choice of what I'm going to do. So you'll see me start priming up all of these brushes. Now with me and my idea, I'm going with painting some of the parts on the bristle as well, so it looks like it's a paintbrush that has been used. Okay, and what I'm using is chalk paint mixed in with a little bit of water. Chalk paint gloss. No, chalk paint gesso. I'm sorry. What I'm using is gesso. Usually I use chalk paint. I see it's gesso. I mixed it in with a little bit of water. Gesso is like a powder. It's like that first layer to apply other paints to. But I am applying it to the bristles because the bristles going to grab right onto this gesso paint. So yes, I'm using folk art gesso, not chalk. I'm always painting with chalk though. In fact, I have chalkboard chalk right here for the eyes. So that's what I'm using. So I'm just painting it over, covering the gold part, and then going to allow it to dry. Okay, so I decided to paint all the brushes with red. So then it ties into the design of the hat that I will create, but yet once I place the brushes in a snowflake pattern, it still draws the eye inward into the center pattern, which will be another snowflake. I'm going over the paints with you to show you what I used. I used the Real Red Gloss. This is indoor, outdoor. And then I'm going to use some marshmallow, some peach, and then some black chalk paint for his eyes. I will make up some little glasses for his eyes. And then I have the leftover jelly roll swatches of strips of fabric. So I might make it with the candy cane or just the red plaid, but I'm not sure. I like both. I might alternate. Do 4 with one design, 4 with another. Like I said, these brushes can be individualized and personalized as gifts or ornaments that represent your family for this year. So maybe you have a Pa Santa, you'll make a Mom Santa, you can make the brother and the sisters, represent the entire family and hang these on the wall. That's why I would like you to follow me through my DIY videos, because I will try to show you different ideas on what you can do, even though when you look at the very first photo on my promo, you see one idea. No, there's more than usually one idea. You like my little Christmas tree? I found this in a catalog and ordered it. I thought, no, that is just so darling. I'm not sure if I'm putting up a Christmas tree this year. I do have my windmill all set up with the few villages I have, and I might place this cute little wooden red truck up instead. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do as for the tree wise and to place the gifts. But anywho, I have to wait for all this to dry. I just unthawed some of my turkey last night, and then with my crock pot pressure cooker, I just made me some homemade egg noodle turkey soup. And I have these cute little Campbell's soup cups. They're probably vintage now, but I have 2 of them, and when my granddaughters come over, they fight over which one they can have to eat their soup out of, but I don't have anybody fighting right now. My lunch is ready, so while all my paint dries, I will eat my lunch and get back with trying to paint faces on these cute little brushes, because I think the white gesso covered it nicely enough to where I can now paint some colors and create an eyes, nose, cheeks, etc. Campbell's soups is good. But this is Basha's recipe. Turkey and egg noodle soup with a little dash of cauliflower, carrots, and broccoli. The handle's dried, my gesso's dried. Now I'm just going around each brush where the metal area was and adding this natural peach color for the base coat of the Santa's face. Now, I was thinking when I was painting the other ones that I should come back live and discuss other options you can use in this facial area, and that is to leave the metal unpainted and just add yourself some googly eyes and a nose like a pom-pom, and then you can just place the brim of the hat above the metal like what I'm going to do. You don't even have to paint it. You can leave it gold. The brush has the gold already in the bristles. So let's say you wanted to make yourself a gold snowflake. There you go. You don't even have to paint this. I like to add whimsical features because having grandchildren around, that inspires me. And this process is going to take a little bit of time because you always have to wait for all this to dry. And that's what I'm doing now, adding the peach base coat. Now it has to all dry again. But I thought, just tell you guys, you don't have to use paint at all. Just use the googly eyes at Dollar Tree. Grab yourself a bag of pom-poms there. They're really tiny. They have red pom-poms, they have green, they have white. Or grab yourself some cotton balls and use the cotton balls for the nose for the Santa. You don't even have to paint this. So I have to wait for this layer. And then I will start adding the features. I'm not going to get fancy because, like I said, I don't want to use this as individual ornaments or pass them out. I want to use them all together as a snowflake. But if you want to get fancy, you can. You just Google facial recognition for Santas or snowmen or whimsy facial expressions, and you can draw right on your paintbrushes and then paint them in, or whatever you find on Google. But I'm just going to add some eyes, cheeks, and then a nose, and then I am going to add, I think I'm going to add some glasses. If I have enough wire to make glasses for each one of these brushes, I will make some spectacles. Like I said, it's a lot going on, and you don't have to do that. That's why I had to videotape that very first idea when I was placing these all together in the pattern, the two patterns to choose from. I thought you have to see it without all the painting and everything on it, and how beautiful it was, how very creative it already was, just assembling them as a snowflake pattern. Now to add what you add, that's on you as the individual creator of this project. And that's what I try to bring to everybody, is to create your own style. Just take my idea as a basic idea. Alrighty, so I have to wait for this peach to dry, and then I'll use the chalkboard paint for the eyes, and maybe dab a little white for the center for the eye, and mix probably some red and some peach to create a cheek color, and that's about it. We'll go from there. Two years ago, when I first uploaded the videos to YouTube, I did an entire living room ensemble with peacocks. Last year, it was gnomes. 6-foot gnomes, a Christmas tree gnome. This year, it's farmhouse, country, rustic. This is all of my decorations for my living room. I have a pallet wood car carrying a Christmas tree. Of course, nice little cabinet it's sitting on with corrugated metal. And then here is my windmill village display. Very minimal display villages because I gave all the rest of them to my daughter. So I just kept the church, a little bench, the diner, the inn, my camper, and a car, travelers, which is really salt and pepper shakers, And then, of course, I have a town hall playing music. This is my entire ensemble. So one year I might go all out and you might see the entire house filled with ideas. And then another year it's going to be very minimal. This is very minimal. This is all I need. My craft room is decorated enough with all the ornaments I'm making in the wall that I created. But this isn't my living room. This is my farmhouse Christmas for 2019. I removed one of the snowflakes from the Dollar Tree set of 3 snowflake hangers and decided I'm going to start decorating some colors on the snowflake that I want to tie into my Santa brushes. So I opted out, instead of using dark green, I'm using light green in this area just to go around it. They're little light green pipe cleaners. You can pick them up. These are Dollar Tree pipe cleaners, but I picked this color up during Easter time. And believe it or not, this is the light green for Easter, but I am using it for the snowflake. I was going to go with blue, and then I decided, no, I have to go with the green, because there's green in the plaid, and there will be green on a Santa. So yeah, I was going to go blue, but nah, there isn't anything that's really matching with the blue tinsel. So it's going to be green, some of the green snowflakes, garland, and it'll all tie in. So that's what I'm working on next. My Santa brushes are drying, and so far I added more color to the beard, and I'm going to add a nose and a mustache, and then a brim here for the hat. But I still have to wait for these to completely dry, so I decided to work on the snowflake. I hope you enjoyed my quick little video. I just showed you my display out in my living room. I don't have much, but that's what I have. And you've seen the cabinet. The cabinet's going to come in here for my craft supply. But right now it's out in the living room, housing that cute pallet wood truck. And let's continue decorating the snowflake, and then I'll go from there. I have to tie in some of the green. I really like apple barrel paint. It dries very quick. Okay, I'm giving the thinner, longer brushes, the Santa, a little wisp of green curl right about here. Hot glue. I'm adding this before I add the hat, so the hat can secure it better. And then right here, I'm taking some of the white tinsel that correlates with the white snowflake for the center, and I'm going to make a mustache for him. I trim it down just a bit, because these are little. And place some glue right in the center here. Hot glue. Put it in there. Place it. Something cold against it, like your scissors, and push it up against that glue and adhere it better. Okay? So all 4 of these so far have a mustache and a little wispy green curl that'll tie in to the snowflake. Now the big Santa, I don't have that much green left. That's why I did one little wispy curl for the long fellas. Now for the Santa, I'm probably going to add a piece of green, but then the rest gold for the hair. So that too ties in to the snowflake, but I have more gold left. So You'll see little wispy bang on the 4 larger Santas in green, just like that one. The thinner ones, but I'm adding gold because I have to tie in some gold to this. And I already placed the mustache. I'm waiting on making the eyes and then the brim, and then I will add glasses too. I might even, if I have enough left of this gold pipe cleaner, the 4 larger Santas will have glasses and I can use it out of the pipe cleaner, the gold pipe cleaner. So I'm hoping I have enough. Remember, I'm using pipe cleaners from Easter because I like the colors. So let's continue. Okay, I think I made my prototype of how I want my other 4 Santas to look. And I have a bell for the nose. I used more of the tinsel for the hair, have the little wispy green curl. Cloth right here. I did adhere it to the brush with hot glue, but then I wrapped it with fishing line. And then I added the red and the gold. So I think that's how I'm going to like how it turns out when it's connected to the snowflake. See? So I'll show you since I'm pretty happy with that prototype. Okay, so let's take a Santa, a swatch, a material, and just wrap it. Okay? When you're doing something like this, you want to not do as much in the front if you're going to keep flipping it back and forth. So that's why I don't add the nose till last, and then the eye. When I paint the eyes, that'll be my final. Alright, so just so that it wraps all the way around with the brush, and use hot glue. Right above the eyes as well. You want to be able to still see the eyes, but then you want it to be able to cover right here in this area. Okay? Alrighty, now what I usually do is I go inside first with the hot glue and then push this area in. Go over on this side, go in with the hot glue, push this area in. Once I know it's adhered to the Santa wooden base right there, then I'll push a little bit more right there and then just bring this piece forward so it looks like this. Right? Bring that one forward and then glue, and bring the other piece in the front forward. Now with hot glue and wood, it won't last forever. So you can either use wire and wire around this area or fishing line. And I'm going to use fishing line. You know, just secure it. It's a double security. If you just use pipe cleaners and hot glue, eventually it will come off. Because this, like I said, this is Michigan, so I have my weather to worry about. And if this is going on my door, hot glue will freeze and then everything will fall apart. So I just securely wrap with some fishing line, just to be on the safe side. You can't see it. You can go around that area a couple times and then tie it. Just like you would if you're getting ready to tie a knot in a shoe. Just use your fishing line. Now you can use twine, but I don't want twine on this. See what I'm doing here. Did it slide through? This fluorescent light above me is so, makes everything glary. Okay, there we go. So anyways, you see how I'm tying that? Just tie it so you have extra security to keep that cloth on this Santa brush. So there you go. Now you just add the red tinsel and the gold tinsel and the hair. So let's add the hair next. I just have enough of this, so I'm going just across. I'm not going to go all the way around the brush. So measure it out, cut a piece, then I'll glue it. Now remember, my hot glue is on low. If you place it on high and you use hot glue for tinsel, it'll melt it. You don't have anything left. Okay, so there you go. Now I can place red on the top, measure out a piece, and add a little bit of hot glue. So right where the material ends, and you see the wooden base. Remember, we didn't paint the back because this is going to face flat, but you can paint the back if you're just using these as ornaments. I want you to paint the back whenever you decide the pattern's going to be on the handle of the paintbrush. Make it uniform if it's going to be an ornament. Okay, so we have that, and then we have a little bit of the gold. So here I am tying in the gold, the red, and the green from the snowflake in the center of the snowflake we create with the paintbrushes. Everything will be tied together in color, that is. And that's the hardest part, is figuring out your pattern of color. What I already had these jelly roll swatches. They're 2.5 inch wide by 42 inches long. And I had to make sure I have enough to make sure all my Santas look the same. So there you go. Number 2 is done. So I just have 2 more to go. And then I'll complete a design on the thinner fellas. Oh, I forgot the bell. Uh-huh. The little bell for the nose. You know. Have a bunch of these. So, gonna use them up. This is the last of my Christmas stuff. I'm gonna start on Valentine's, people. Alright. Now we have the complete. Except for the eyes. I haven't finished the eyes yet. But boy, that's going to look nice as a snowflake. Farmhousey. Oh boy. You've seen it here. Alright, now I can continue with the other two, and then I'll figure out a pattern for the longer brushes. I'm having fun with this project. Wow, it looks like I have 2 extra Santa brushes, because if I place 4 the large and then north and south the narrow, this is perfect. What do you think? A snowflake would probably have more points, yes. I kind of like it like this. I'm going to decorate the other 2 anyways, just in case. So, just want to show you what I'm coming across. Okay. It's getting dark out, so I'm using Siri, my flashlight on my phone. Okay, so right now I have the long skinny Santas at 12 and 6. Before I attach, I have to think of how I'm going to hang this. This will be against the wall or against the door. I need the bigger brush at the top, so then that way I can tie a hook behind it. I think the weight would be better distributed that way. Okay, time to assemble. Going in and out of those holes with wire or fishing line, but I'm going to use wire. Oh gosh, this is just so whimsical and cute. I don't know about the eyes yet. I have not finished with the eyes. Just thinking of leaving them like that. I'm gonna have to think about it, because I did want to add open eyes with eyeglasses. But there's so much going on, it all kind of just ties in right now instead of sticking out. What do y'all think? Should I add little white dots and open the eyes and glasses? And the tinsel just brings in the holiday festivity. Right. Okay, I'm going to try to bring you in and involve you in the assembly of this. I'm going to try to place some light on it. Okay. I would start at 6 o'clock with a wire. You go through this hole and twist it and secure it. As tight as I can. Right? cut a piece off. Well, I'm going to cut a piece and then either go left or right. I'll go left, closer to you. Now watching the form and keeping the star in front of me here. Going to loop this through. So basically, I'm going to connect two first, just like I did on my snowflake. Okay. So two connected together with a wire. All right? And they're basically just enough room so I can still keep forming that star. Now I'm going to connect these two, and then these two, and then these two. Okay? We'll connect these as a double, and then I will connect the doubles to 4 at a time. All right? Using wire. You can use a pipe cleaner, or you can use a zip tie. Zip tie here, 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 here. Clip it, and then connect them. See? You bring them up through and twist them. Normally you'd want to do this behind the snowflake, but I'm doing it face up so you can see it. I'm not going to be particular. The other snowflake I have will cover this. So you take your wire, and I did double up on this because the wire's not that thick, and slide it right through here to the next one, to the next hole, and bring it up into the hole. There we go. I finally have it. Alright, this is my last one. So there I go. Sorry about that. My batteries keep going out on my camera. I just have a cheapy old Nikon camera, and every time I shut the camera on and off, it really drains the battery, so I had to replace them. Anywho, here we are. We twisted them all together. We remained with the star pattern, and they're connected. Now I can connect this with either the wires right here I already used, or I can clip these wires down and connect this to the wooden snowflake with new wires. And that's what I'm going to do, but I will use fishing line. So I'm going to trim all these wires down. Everything's connected snug, you know, a little loose, but that's okay. And because it will really up once I place this middle snowflake in there. And then that just covers up all of that work anyways. Like I said, you can use the pipe cleaner, but then again, or the zip tie, but then again, what color? It'll be white. It'll really show through if you use white. And if you didn't paint these white. If you can paint these white, it'll blend in. Or you can find red zip ties. They do sell red zip ties. You have to find them. But there you go. I used wire. Now I'm going to go in and clip these off and then attach my snowflake. Also, I'm going to go up in this area, place a wire so that in the back, the wire goes up this way and I can hang it on my door. Just a wire. What do you think? How's this look? Thinking the all-day affair, it turned out pretty good. Might have to wait till tomorrow, though, to get the photo of it on my door. Because it's dark out now. It's late here in Michigan. So, yep. I think I went really well with the colors. I coordinated it. I don't think I will need to paint the eyes. If I really wanted to leave these as ornaments, like I said, I could and then individualize them. But they're Snowflake now, so should they really be looking back at us? I don't know. Okay, I think this is good enough. Just the way it is. We got a little curly-Q green wisp coming out of the hat there. It's cute. I mean, I think that's enough. Ties all the colors in. And it's farmhouse, I think. Alrighty. I have to find these wires. They're flying when I clip them. It's okay. That's why I vacuum after I craft too. I don't want anybody stepping on these, so. But yes, go around and trim up your wires. Here it is, everyone. It is a little crooked. But what do you expect for my first one? Using the Dollar Tree paintbrushes. Just a little bit. There we go. The wire. You can just play with it. Well, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. We will be starting Valentine's gifts. Yay! And please forgive me for any of the camera angles that are too dark, or I'm sorry, you know how it is with me. But the idea is here. Or just use one of these cute little paintbrushes for an ornament. Bless. Hashtag art is freedom. Here I am outside. It's 9 o'clock. Bay City, Michigan. And this is the door. I have my screen door in front of it. So it's going to look beautiful tomorrow. Final photos. Adjust it if you're using your pipe cleaners or your zip ties. Make sure you don't tighten them until you adjust it. But with wire, it's bendable. You can bend them to fit. You've seen it here. Legacy's Little Luxuries Arts and Crafts YouTube with Basha, Miss Jones. And you have the cutest little ornament idea as well. Make yourself up a paintbrush with the Santa. Make a snowman, make an angel. There's all possibilities here. This is a basic idea for you. Send my blessings to you and your family. And once again, I thank you for watching my DIY video. Good night. Well, it's the next day, bright and early, and I can place the snowflake on my craft table, so now it's not so dark. So I decided I am going to add the blue eyes to the bigger Santa brushes. And then I added my cute little signature mark, my country rag flower in the center. I had one piece of material left over, and of course that ties in to the hats on the Santa. Yep, so that's what I decided to do. Going to place some blue on these Santas. Wait for it to dry. Then maybe a little black dot. For like a pupil. And work on the glasses. Now I really wanted to use wire glasses. You know, regular silver wire. The same wire I used to connect the brushes. But I'm running low, so I might use copper wire for the glasses. There you go. These ones I'll leave alone because of course their eyes are shut. So here we are, day 2. And you know, I'm already looking forward to a blue and gold, but I only have 3 brushes. So that means I would have to go out and get more brushes. And I don't know if I'm running today or not. So I just might make up a couple single ornaments in the blue and the gold. Because I have that left, and I have some blue tinsel left. So we'll see. If I run out and get more, then I'll make another snowflake. I'll continue with the glasses, and then it should be nice out, and I can go outside and get a picture with this cute Dollar Tree paintbrush snowflake. Alrighty. Made the first little glasses. Very simple to make. I take copper wiring and I double it up and then I twist it, because this wiring I have is thin. It's for jewelry. So each one of these glasses will have to be a different size because my eyes that I painted on are spaced apart differently. So anyhow, I grab a wire and then I fold it in half and then I double it up and then I start twisting it just to make it look thicker, make the wire thicker. I keep twisting it till I figure out I have the length I want. This copper is really going to pick up and highlight the lighting on the snowflake. Okay, so probably about right there. And I just squeeze the end here. I just want it all twisted together so it makes it thicker, right? I'll cut this piece off that I don't need. I like to pick up my pieces right away so they don't end up on my floor. Okay. So here you have a long piece of wire. What I do is I take a marker, a Sharpie, and I just start wrapping it. Like that. But enough so I can hook the top piece right here. So here it is wrapped. There's the top piece. So I turn it and hook it like that. So I have one eye, right? And I go across, and I do the same at the other end. These glasses are very wide, so like I said, each one's going to be a little different because I have different spaces on each of these Santas. Alright, so you just spin it around on that marker, create enough space right here on the top, take it, twist it, hook it up to the circle so that it's secured. It's not hard. It's just a little, you have to use your, alright, so then you can just form them the way you want. Alright, so see how I have two different sizes here? So one will go on one will go on the other. I'll glue them on right above the nose there. So that's how I make the eyeglasses. I have to make two more. There you go, my Santa's finally finished. So see, I used the black base to create the eye. Then I added white, waited for it to dry, added blue, waited for it to dry, and then a tiny black paint dab for that pupil. Right? That was the layer for this type of eye anyways. And then there's the glasses. Here we are. In my learning experience, what would I do differently? I would connect them as a pair that follows the snowflake center that I purchased. So in other words, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 brushes. Now this goes great on the wall, it's secured, but what I would do is just create with 6 of them next. And then I would wire them individually to each of these little snowflake points to secure it 100% better. Okay, that's me. It turned out beautiful. I have the buffalo plaid that I've been using in my decor. Painted the handles red twice. There's 2 layers. And then of course I primed and coated the brass on these brushes, and then I did the faces. I did not assemble it till after the faces. Most of it was completed. In the hat, I just finished up with the eyes and the eyeglasses. Those are the most delicate pieces on here, so those are the last pieces that you will, if you use glasses and want eyes, that's the last thing you do. And I think I had just enough of that left over. I am completely out of this pattern now. Well, this is it, folks. I think I'm taking a break the rest of the month. I have a well-deserved break from any more DIYs and uploading to YouTube. The YouTube videos take me 3 to 4 hours each time. So I'm going to end it for the year here. I will see you in 2020. I will also have the announcement of who is the winner of my prize box on my Facebook page, Legacies, Little Luxuries, Arts and Crafts, YouTube. I am going to have a little slideshow right after this. Goodbye, and it will recap all the DIYs, well, most of them, that I created the past couple months. If something catches your eye, look that video up. I need subscribers. I need the views. Help me out. Bring me back in 2020. I send my blessings and warm winter wishes to your family. Stay healthy this holiday season, please. Enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee every day. And sit down and relax and take a load off. Less stress is the best. Hashtag art is freedom. Hashtag so far so good. And this is Miss Jones, aka Basha, signing off for 2019.